Hi, I'm Graham and welcome back to Man vs Film. This is another Blu-ray update and this is part one of my Arrow sale. They had a flash sale recently. I picked up a few things, more than I expected to pick up, and I've had to break it into two parts. So first off, kind of horror centric part. Most of these movies being horror centric, like I said. So let's just get started with film number one, which is Island of Death. Cheesy cover. This is a notorious movie from 1976 which has basically a couple of maniacs who get loose on this Greek island of Mykonos and just start to kill people. It's completely politically incorrect. There's all kinds of wacky death. It doesn't look particularly real. It's one of these movies that you're probably only going to watch once. It has brutal deaths, crappy looking effects, but it pushes all those hot topic buttons that shouldn't be pushed most of the time. It's one of these movies that you're not going to throw on a lot, but it's worth watching once if you're into this kind of thing. It has some really good extras as well. I'll just read off the back of this. The one that I'm looking forward to the most is a 4-part documentary charting the director's filmmaking career. It's got all the usual other extras as well, but that's the kind of thing I'm looking forward to most, and this one seems to have a booklet with it as well, which is fine. This one was £5 in the sale. I'm quite happy to pick this one up. Next up we have Yashuru Hesebe's Massacre Gun. Usually this kind of older Asian style movie that Arrow release are always really worthwhile for some reason or another. This one sounds like a familiar plot that I'm kind of interested in. A mob hitman is asked to kill his lover and then decides to exact revenge on the mob, taking another couple of friends or people who have been wronged by this mob as well, and it just turns into an all-out turf war. I don't really know too much more about it. That's enough, to be honest. It was £5 as well. It is something that looks pretty good. I've heard kind of things about it. I checked out the trailer, kind of looked interesting. Again, this one comes with a booklet, which is good for older kind of titles that have been released. Usually the booklets disappear pretty quickly. Another one I picked up is Night Riders. I've been meaning to pick this up for the longest while. This is a George A. Romero movie. I haven't seen this in absolutely years. I remember it being just crazy. I remember just feeling a little bit as if I didn't like it, but it's a faint memory. We're talking 20 odd years ago. It's about a sort of reenactment troupe of these people who, instead of riding horses, ride motorbikes, but they just sort of relive the ideals of King Arthur. That's the kind of thing that they aspire to. That's the kind of lifestyle that they lead, and they find that local law enforcement is just kind of putting a bit of pressure on them. Disillusionment of their leader kind of rides against them. It's weird. I remember it being weird as hell and something that I didn't exactly love, but I want to check it out. I'm a huge fan of some of Romero's stuff, and I felt like this is definitely worth a second chance. Again, it was £5. Again, luckily enough, this one comes with the booklet, and this was a movie that got released a long while ago, so I thought I had no chance with that. Always a good extra. And last up is the Phantasm box set. Now, this is one that I hummed and hawed for the longest while. I almost bought it in the last sale for £50. I didn't. I held off and got it for 30 this time around. And it's one that, like I said, I wasn't sure about. It's a big bulky box. When space is limited as it is, it's hard to really go for something as chunky as this, but I decided to do it. It's got the 5 Phantasm movies, some good, some bad, some indifferent. It's a kind of series that if you saw it when you were younger, impressionable, it's probably stuck with you. If you come to it now, you're probably not going to like this unless your tastes are that specific era, that specific style, those specific stories. This one comes with like the metallic ball thing, which means I can probably get rid of my DVD set of the Phantasm movies, which only had numbers 1 to 4. I've not seen part 5 yet, so I'm quite happy to have that. And yeah, like I said, it's a limited set. It didn't sell overly fast, but I do like the movies. I would have preferred a sort of slimmer line case. Maybe would have went without the metallic ball. It's not essential, but yeah, great price, great set. Happy to add it to the Arrow collection, which is now almost at 150 titles so far. I'm thinking of doing some videos to show off some of these movies. If that's something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comment box below. Let me know if you picked up anything in the Arrow sale, and I'll see you for part 2 of this video series where I have 3 sets from one director coming next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.